Hi everyone, I'm Nina Italiano and I'm going to show you a little bit about my GHP presentation. So I'm going to share my screen here so it's a little bit easier for everyone to see. Okay, here we go. So for my project, I chose to take a little bit of a deeper dive into fast fashion and essentially the truth behind the fashion industry. So fast fashion is basically a collection of items that replicate high luxurious fashion, but essentially at a quarter of the price. This could be considered cheap, trendy, and it's a buzz in today's world. These are some pictures of fast fashion examples. And below I have just a few of fast fashion companies. And if you click on any of these, it'll bring you right to their website. So under the truth of fast fashion tab, scroll down. So fast fashion does not equal transparency in the slightest. Fast fashion brands often hide information such as what is going into your clothes and who is making your clothes. These brands are not providing what the clothes are made of. So I want to get into sweatshops and the unsafe working conditions. So sweatshops are the backbone of the fast fashion industry, and they kind of go unnoticed, and you never hear of the people who are making these items. So an article from Forbes states how fairly often undocumented immigrants who are willing to work to provide any source of income for their family. So they don't really care about the conditions or the hours, they simply need money. When thinking of unfair working conditions, we often think of China or Thailand, foreign countries, but it's happening right in the United States. And the most common sweatshop locations in the United States are New York and Los Angeles. A sweatshop is an establishment who is breaking two or more health and labor laws. So here I have a video that you may click on that shows the inside scoop essentially of real life sweatshop workers who work in Los Angeles, and they are getting paid pennies. For every item of clothing, they're getting paid about 3 cents. And then during this semester, I chose to read a book to give me some knowledge on what I was learning about fast fashion. It's called Slave to Fashion. I highly recommend that you should read this book. So it's basically made up of interviews and documentaries of people who make the clothes, and they're basically a slave to the fashion industry. Let's scroll up. So not only is fast fashion detrimental to the workers, the environmental cost of fast fashion is astronomical. So fast fashion is fast production and low quality. It's as simple as it gets. There's toxic chemicals and toxic dyes used, which can lead to cancer, illnesses, and even skin irritations. The fashion production compromises 10% of the total global carbon emissions. Even washing clothes releases 500,000 tons of microfibers into the ocean each year, which is the equivalent of 50 billion plastic bottles. And these are just some pictures of what's happening in the United States. So let's go to how to defend the planet. So these are some examples, just a few, of how you can make Earth a better place in regards to fast fashion. So shop sustainably, shop ethical, donate your clothing, make use of thrift stores, sell your clothing, buy higher quality clothes, so therefore they will last you a longer time. You will not need to buy new clothes as often. Buy less, buy secondhand clothing, rent clothes. Do not throw out your clothes. So many people need clothes. When you throw them out, they're just going into landfills, building up. Donate your clothes. Be informed and be aware of greenwashing, which is when brands, they rant and rave how they're eco-friendly and they're all for basically the earth and being green, but they have nothing to back it up. So this is extremely important. So you're going to scroll down, and transparency and standards. So I've spoken about this before during the semester, but essentially the standard gives you the specifics of what is expected environmentally and socially. So basically handling all emissions, protection of your resources. It's holding you accountable not only on an environmental standpoint, but sociably. This picture, I chose this picture because planet over profit. Planet is your home, profit will come and go. I also included my resources. So I included 4 books. I read 2 of them. 2 of the other ones I kind of skimmed through. The websites, I included the tabs. They have awesome articles in case you want some more insight. So as far as how did I promote this goes, I promoted my website on my social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and I also shared it in 2 of my other classes. Just, hey, can you take a look at this? The feedback was pretty good that I got. My friends who shop fast fashion, they didn't realize basically what we're buying into as far as the sweatshops goes and how cheap the clothing is. This project really was eye-opening to me because I shop from Shein and Fashion Nova, and I wear things one time and I do throw them out or I give them to a friend. So this really showed me how shopping sustainably and thinking about the environment is key. So thank you everyone for watching. Let me go over here. Oh, so thank you everyone.